listening to the High Noon Podcast with your host, Mason Smith.
Pod this time. All right, welcome to another episode of High Noon. We got a returning guest, Jesse Burlingame, Paul Cyphers, and as always, Reiland Ingram hanging out. Hell yeah, and Casey over there doing the Googling. If you guys want to look anything up, you just ask him. Let's look up. Can we see a warthog?
Yeah. Can we see female warthogs?
one time we were pod.
You look at warthog porn, will we get flagged for that?
Nice.
No. Oh, it's the Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Now, when I was a young warthog.
One time we were podding, and I was just like asking him to look stuff up and just going, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that right there.
It's not even on YouTube. It's just, there's the worst react channel on YouTube.
Yeah, not even doing anything. I was just like, oh, that's cool. Look at
Just
that.
you going, oh, shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Whoa.
Someone should make a podcast where it's just like four like hot dudes that just watch porn together. Ladies would probably listen
That's
to that.
this podcast. We can do that right now.
I think you mean what, High Noon?
I don't know the ladies that want to listen to it. Molly Cronin will listen to it.
Pop the top.
Oh, I already
What are you
popped
drinking?
mine.
Oh, you're drinking an energy drink?
This is great. This is a weed soda.
How many MGs you got in there?
5.
Oh, that's pussy shit, bro. I got these 10s right here.
Yeah, but that one's cold. Yours is warm.
Can I get some ice? Can you be
I
a good
mean,
host?
it's a little late now. I would have.
Styrofoam cup.
Is it purple
It's fruit punch. I don't know. If I spill it on my shirt, we're gonna find out.
on your free shirt?
On my free Terry Black.
I wish I would have gotten a free shirt. I like that.
Should have
shirt.
shown up early.
Oh, it was an early thing? Because
Yeah.
I was late. But
Limited giveaway.
Nick gave me that fucking.
the Fred Flintstone steak.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the Dino Bone.
Dude, he's been so nice to me lately. It's crazy. I don't know why.
Anyway, how was the steak though?
It was great.
How was it prepared? Was it rare, medium rare?
It's like jello-y, so it like fell off the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tender. Tender is the word I was looking for.
Did you know if ribs fall off the bone in competition barbecue cooking, that's overdone?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, if they fall off the bone.
If they fall off the bone, that like basically disqualifies you in competition
so
barbecue cooking.
undercooked ribs sticks to the bone.
Yes.
So they want you to work for it is the point. Like while you're in competition barbecue, ribs that fall off the bone are generally considered overcooked.
What race
Wow.
of people dominates a competition barbecue?
Blacks.
Is it like basketball where it used to be?
Honestly, dude, it's
Just
mixed.
Google rib
It used to be
competition and we'll
whites.
see who's in the picture. Let's get a picture of the
I feel like it
demographic.
used to be whites, and then now I wouldn't be surprised.
You know who'd come last place in a rib competition? Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
He's one short.
Yeah.
Or
Wasn't that such a
Alright,
funny
go-
rumor?
go up to
in a
images.
ri-
a jellyfish.
No, don't look up demographics.
Or a
You'll spoil
squid.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Alright,
images.
Here we go. Rib cooking competition. Oh, no,
Oh,
it's
that's
just the
just
ribs.
the meat.
Just a picture of ribs.
Rib
That guy's
cooking
wearing a
compe-
glove. We can't tell.
Rib cooking competition. People who
Team.
are eating.
Oh, rib cooking team.
Yeah.
Yeah, participants. Very fancy word for people.
Oh, these are all whites.
It's well.
Yeah, I do see a lot
there's
of
one
whites.
black
There's
lady.
one black guy over there on the right.
Still looking like all
Couple
whites.
Black ladies.
Yeah. I
Maybe it's
don't-
because white people are the only ones that'll enter a competition to cook ribs.
You know what I hate
Yeah,
about
Black
That's some
people
wh-
do it for the love of the game.
You
That's
know what I
some
hate
white
about
shit.
food and like weed competitions and all this shit where it's like we want an award? It said they just have these awards every year and there's like dozens of them. So like every strand of weed and every beer has won one of these fucking things.
Right.
I just don't like food as a competition. in
Yeah, it's
general.
dumb. Like,
Yeah.
didn't someone just? Oh, speaking of a record, dude, have you heard about this chick that fucked 1,072 people like in a day?
Yes.
Jesse's mom?
Bonnie
Now we're in my realm. Her name's Bonnie Blue.
Is Bonnie
She's
Blue,
25
right?
years old. She's
Bonnie
from,
Blue, who'd she blow?
she's from
I
London.
thought,
England.
I thought
Yeah,
her name
but
was
Bonnie
I thought her name was Lily.
But here's the catch.
She is pretty hot.
So she can't put it on her OnlyFans because everyone that's in the video has to like have an OnlyFans account and like go through a whole check-in process. And she couldn't do that with 1,000 guys. So she filmed this video and she can't make money off of it.
So she was on Bad Friends the other day, and she said she's gonna put it out behind a paywall.
Well, that's what OnlyFans is. Yes.
Well, like I think like her own website.
Yeah.
You know?
She's gonna have to create her own website and get it cleared by all the credit.
So would you guys? Okay. Does it? If you were gonna, would you date her knowing that she fucked over 1,000 guys in a day just for fun?
Well, what's
No.
her personality like?
She seemed pretty funny on Bad Friends.
Is she a fun hang?
And she's got like a British accent.
I
too.
mean, you gotta have a good sense of humor about yourself to fuck 1,000 guys on camera.
and talk about it. Yeah.
If you were stuck up after that,
you don't get to be stuck up after you bang 1,072 people. I
you're
think
gonna take me on 4 dates before I fucking. No, thank you.
Yeah, see, 1,057. I thought it was 1,072. I was a little off.
Now every podcast has talked about it, but we haven't yet. Where do you want to be in the line, Mason? Out of 1,000.
I mean, I'd just be happy to be there.
You wouldn't care if you were like $9.99 or 1,000?
I mean, I wouldn't, be excited. Do you think she douched after every guy?
No, dude. They had 24 hours, 1,000 guys. It's like
Yeah, you're
minutes
hot
of
swapping at that point.
Yeah.
I heard that not all of them come either. Like, I heard there's a time limit on each guy.
Yeah, one guy would just move his dick to the side, the other guy would slide his dick in at the same time, and then they would slide out. So just like,
are you
it's
serious?
like a NASCAR pit crew, bro.
Ooh, now that I wouldn't like. Have you ever done a devil's threesome?
2 guys. No.
Yeah.
Paul,
No,
you want to
have
feel this one?
I have not.
You have?
Yeah.
Did you Eiffel
Oh.
Tower?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we did.
Actually, it depends who you ask. I have or have not. If you ask,
Well, like the other guy didn't know you were there, or
well,
No, what does this person identify as?
yeah. If you ask like a southerner like Mason, then I just had sex with 2 ladies. But if you ask a progressive liberal like Jesse, me and bro had sex with this guy's
Wait.
fat girlfriend.
wait, hold on.
I had
So
sex
one
with
of them was a trans.
was a woman originally to man, so it was just like a dude.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
weird,
what?
weird, dude.
FTM?
Yeah,
I find that's because there's
and
The
it
thing
was
about
like
it- the thing about-
passive. Like if you were in Chipotle, you'd be like, "This is just a bro with a goatee in front of me." That's what you would have
the
thought.
thing about a trans man is they will never have a penis.
Oh, I know. I had sex.
Like
with
they
them.
still just have a vagina.
They can make a penis, Mason.
I don't think so.
Eventually, we're gonna
No,
get to
because
penis sex now.
in the womb, the clit like turns into a penis. It's the same thing.
But it's
so if you
it'd be-
stretch
it's
that clit
pitiful
out-
little penis.
Yeah, well, you know.
You gotta use some machinery to make it work, but
Yeah, but it's got to be a. Do they put balls too?
you can get balls.
Yeah, balls are probably the easiest part of the whole thing.
Well, that's a big word.
That's not a big one.
Phalloplasty is a
it's a
surgical
mouthful.
procedure that creates a penis for transgender men. It is a complex and multi-step process that involves constructing a new phallus, urethra, and scrotum.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta go. From the
Let's
ground
go
floor.
images on this.
Is
He just said a prayer. He just did a rosary.
Holy shit!
Come on, dude.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Why?
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Why,
5
bro?
across. That's not a bad piece. Is that a fake piece?
Wait, wait. It looks very,
Oh.
very surgically just gross.
Mason, that looks like yours if I remember correctly.
No, dude, I don't have a chode.
Actually, the first one, that's not a bad
all right,
piece
you can
either.
take it off. That's
You got best
gross.
of both worlds. That's Hannah Montana right there.
And obviously, we can't show that, right? Yeah. he said no.
He's like, fuck, I got a lot of editing
Hey,
to
look,
do
if they
now.
can show breastfeeding moms, I think we can show fake dicks.
Oh, dude. That,
Oh,
it
how about
looked
this?
really nasty.
The OnlyFans girls get fake babies and they breastfeed on Instagram.
I've had one come up in my feed, and I
Yeah.
immediately looked away and tried to not.
Have you
click
talked
it.
about what's really grinding your gears on your Instagram? Have you discussed this on the podcast?
I have something. I have had some. Yep, I got one. Women with dildos in their panties to pretend to be trans women.
That's on.
They're trans fishing on Instagram.
It's a new thing that's going on, and if you click on one, it fucks your feed up for like
oh,
2
you're
days.
just a regular hot woman.
Yeah, you don't. That's not a real fucking dick. If I want to look at a tranny, I want it to be a real penis.
Yeah, they need to make like soft dildos because they're always hard, right?
And they're never positioned correctly because a girl doesn't know how a dick goes.
It doesn't have the right hang.
It's always up.
They like in middle school when you tuck it into your
Yeah,
waistband to go
it's
down the
always
hallway? Yeah.
up. It's never just like a regular just penis just there, you know?
Can I ask a penis question? I think I know the answers, but I'd like to confirm. So it said phallus,
Mm-hmm.
scrotum, and balls. Is that what it said?
Urethra.
Urethra.
Scrotum is like the skin between the balls and the dick. What is scrotum?
Scrotum
exactly?
No,
is
that's
the sack.
Scrotum's the,
The
sack.
tank. The tank.
Oh, scrotum's just the
Yeah,
sack.
Perineum is the taint.
yeah.
Okay. What's
Perineum.
the
Andrew Tank.
Perineum, yeah.
Okay.
Andrew Tate.
He's back, I think.
He's in the States right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Get him on the podcast.
Andrew Tate?
He's doing a run.
What's he? Why is he rich? What's he rich from?
Oh, he whored out a bunch of women on the internet.
He had back before OnlyFans, he was doing the regular webcam girls.
Oh.
And he like sex trafficked a bunch of like chicks that he knew. Like he would put them in the room. This is his story. He would have a room full of webcam girls, but men would be typing to the guys.
Oh, and Jesse gave him $35 like a retard.
I bought
So
1
guys-
month of what was that course?
Hustlers
that he had? Hustlers
University.
University.
Wait,
You're-
what's
you're-
it called? Hustlers University.
You're looking at a
online
graduate.
academy and promoting a brand of antagonistic masculinity.
It's just a Discord
Which
server
he
where it's like
used-
you should try Amazon drop shipping. Why don't you get into crypto trading?
So guys like Jesse give him money.
Yeah, I did.
You know what's so
I
funny,
thought I was
Jesse?
gonna become a copywriter. For
You
a
might be
month.
one of the oldest guys to ever give Andrew Tate money.
No,
You're
no.
yes, dude. You're at the very high end.
Mid
Yeah, you're,
30s.
like, you're pushing
When
40,
I brought
aren't
up
you?
Andrew Tate to Kat about like
Andrew Tate and I are the same age.
I know, but his whole audience, you've been duped by a man who's duping 14-year-olds on Roblox. You have the brain of like a 14-year-old
I
Roblox
bought one. I
player.
wanted to check it out.
Oh yeah, you had like a crippling porn addiction for a while, didn't you?
That had. I haven't even washed my hand. Don't shake my hand, dude.
Ew. So it's back.
It was a short morning. It never left.
Back, it's front. Up.
Do you still only watch like BBC?
Yeah, I watched Black dropped into a good scene last night. Actually, Black Raw. Shout out.
Oh, that's a porn. That's one you know. You know that guy's name.
Yeah, it's blacked with a ed on the end.
Can I see Black Rawshaw? Is that what you said? Black?
I think he's talking about a site, not a person.
Oh, it's not a person.
What?
Is Black Rawshaw a person?
No, Blacked Raw.
Oh,
I think I said Blacked Raw. Shout out.
Black Rashad.
Black
would be
Rashad
great-
is a guy, for sure.
Can we search Black Rashad
Black
first?
Rashad. It's just gonna pull up Rashad Evans.
It's gonna be like a wrestler.
UFC heavyweight
Black
champion.
Rashad Black.
Rashad Black.
is he a rapper?
He's an artist. Shout out to Rashad
Self-taught
Black.
contemporary
Contemporary
artist. Perspective within the realm of abstract expressionism and neo-expressionism.
Yeah.
What's neo-expressionism?
Based on this
mean?
guy's face, he looks like he would hate this
Can you
podcast.
DM him and have him
Oh,
zoom
there
in?
it is. Ian and Rashad Blackout.
Let's go on his podcast.
Is that a different podcast?
He's in Oklahoma. Let's just get him on.
Dude. Oh, man. Holy shit.
Mason, you got to get on this podcast. You gotta be
I
like-
know.
Is
Dude,
that Rashad Evans?
Ja-
dude, black people love
You
me.
have to be the Jackie Robinson for this podcast and be the first white guy
Oh,
on.
the state of Black America?
You have to break the color barrier. and
Is
get on this
Trump
pod-
crushing the economy? Wow, I want to hear from Rashad Evans on fucking the state of the economy.
Rashad Black.
I mean, they're doing hour and a half pod, or that one's almost 2 hours on love language.
Damn,
But,
they get some
someone,
views. They're
Hey,
doing
by the
good.
way, someone took a fucking YouTube course because
Yeah.
you can tell by the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Probably
They're
Hustlers
get- dude, they're
University.
getting
yeah.
good
Hustlers
views.
University will teach you how to make a
Yeah.
180,
podcast.
460. Oh, it's 46,000.
Is this not Rashad Evans or is this another Rashad?
This is our boy, Black
This is
Rashad.
Rashad Black.
That's so funny.
He's
You're
got
like,
good amount of
this
views.
guy's definitely exists.
Yeah, Black Rashad. I don't think there's any white Rashads.
Yeah, search for white Rashad.
Casey's we're Googling it up on this one.
White
You should
Rashad.
have told me.
Rashad
that.
White.
Rashawn White is
look
a black
how
man
he spells it.
with 2 A. No, 3 A's in that name.
That's the blackest guy I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God! And he's a football.
Oh my
and of course-
God.
Oh, is he a professional football player? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Holy shit, dude! It's like that that episode of
Dude,
Key
if I
and
saw a
Peele.
guy's picture, I not only would I know he's a football player, I know he's a running back.
That
based
is
on
the guy that I watched on Black Raw. Also, same dreads, everything.
Rashad White.
So funny, dude.
Jesus. More like the Cuccaneers.
There
Yeah,
you go.
so I
Nice.
took off to black guys having sex with white women. I talked about it on Kill Tony. This is well treaded. I think it's ruined every.
You know what's so
I think every girl
crazy?
Googles me, sees that I've been on Kill Tony, watches the episode where I talk about my porn addiction,
Yeah.
and never calls me back. That's the story I make up in my head.
Jesse,
Yeah.
you know what I'll never forgive you for? We're living in this timeline where, I'll speak for only myself. I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm an abject failure and I hate my life every day. And when you were at Kill Tony, if you just brought up that your dad died and just like also added some good details, and they're like you saw it or something,
I'd be getting laid.
we'd all be in a whole different fucking. We'd all be selling tickets and
I'd be
shit.
a regular now.
Instead, you bring
I
up
mean,
porn addiction like a fucking retard.
No, I don't know about. I mean, I've seen some people go on there and talk about some shit that they just ate them alive, and
Jesse
they're
had a-
definitely not selling tickets.
I don't know.
El
I haven't hung
Nino.
out at Kill Tony in so long. I've been out of the loop. I'm gonna go back though now that it's in Shakespeare.
I haven't. I don't even remember the last time I saw. Yeah, why? I mean, why? I don't know. Why is it a Shakespeare?
Were you only on the one time when you were on ketamine?
I've done it twice. But both at Vulcan.
Were you on ketamine both times?
The second time I was, and it was after it was after I did ketamine, so it was kind of already wore off.
Oh, okay. You weren't in the K-hole anymore? Were you talking to the police? Have you told that story on this podcast? You must have.
Talking to the police?
Didn't you? You had to go get Tyler?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was annoying. Yeah, so we had a friend. He's no longer in town, who would do ketamine and do open mics.
He would do not even
While
key bumps,
actively-
like spoonfuls of ketamine in his nose. So like
Actively be in a K-hole on stage.
when Kill Tony was at Vulcan, all the comics would be inside the building in the little holding tanks.
Yeah.
With like 50 comics on each side. So like you're shoulder to shoulder, he's doing spoonfuls of ketamine and like creating a one-man mosh pit in the middle, just going into a K-hole and freaking out. So everyone's like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I think we pushed him out and he got kicked
so
out
David
of Vulcan.
Flores was still working there.
Yeah.
And he kicked him out. And I get a phone call. I was off. I just happened to be off. I was upstairs on the patio. I get a phone call.
And you were able to have your phone.
And-
It wasn't locked up.
Yeah, because I worked there.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so they never locked my phone up.
Yeah.
So I just get a phone call from him, and I answer it, and he goes, "Hey, this is Lieutenant whatever Johnson with the APD," and I'm like, "Oh, all right, what's going on?" He's like, "Your buddy is down here trying to get into cars, and he's drunk and he's fucked up, and if you don't come get him, we're gonna arrest him and take him to jail." And I go, "Take him to jail." I was like, I'm not even that good of friends with him. Like,
You were the last name that he called in his phone?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I think
He
I just
probably
happened
bought-
to be. No, that wasn't for me.
The cops opened his
And
phone and saw your name
I
and
think
called
so,
you.
they must have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, take him to jail. And they were like, are you sure? Because I mean, he's gonna get a DWI also because he did find his car. Because I think
He was walking
he
on the
was
street.
trying to
just-
find his car.
He was just tugging on door handles.
Yeah.
And they have cameras all over the street.
That's how I found out that they actually watched their cameras. They saw him doing it, came down, and we're like, there he is right there. And so they're like, he's gonna get a DWI. And I have a soft spot for people because I've had 3. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll come get him. So before I got him,
I can't let him catch up to my record of 3.
Yeah, I can't have him. He's right on the heels. And I come down and I go, hey, before we go let him know that he's not getting arrested, can you act like you're going to take him to jail? And he goes, yeah, no problem. So we go over there.
This is what my tax dollars are going to, pranks in the hood.
Yeah, pranks on 6th Street. And we go over there and he goes, all right, put your hands behind your back. And he puts handcuffs on him and then goes, all right, so your friend's actually doing you a solid. I'm going to let you go. You're going to be released to this young man right here that's actually helping you out a lot.
And they didn't search him and find drugs on him or anything?
No, so this comes into play later.
Okay.
So they take his handcuffs off, but I'm still in the bucket pool or waiting to be pulled.
Yeah, the Kill Tony's
And
happening. As
It's
this is going on.
actively happening,
Yeah.
but David, the other door guy, goes, he's not coming back in here. He's just not. As a matter of fact, I think he's probably banned. And I'm like, that's your, because if a door guy says something, you as another door guy, you're like, okay, if that's what you want to do,
It's
then
the door guy's code.
yeah, you always agree with your fellow door guy, you know? So I go, you have to stay outside and stop touching cars. Do not leave here, and I'll be out in like 30 minutes. And I come back out, and there he is. He's like hung over a scooter with his jacket like hanging there. And I'm like, all right, let's go, stupid. Like, fucking, we're going to my house. And he goes, all right, I'll share my ketamine with you. And I'm like, all right, sweet. And we get back here, and he goes, oh, I don't have any. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, and also my ride's here. I'm leaving. And I'm like, dude, I swear to God, if you go back to your car, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, you can't leave. And he's like, and then I'm like, also, fuck you. You don't have any ketamine. Get the fuck out. so
You just
someone
kicked him onto the
So
street.
someone came and after we sort of fought.
Wait, so you came to your house
I brought him back here. Yeah.
while Kill Tony's going on?
After.
Oh,
This is
okay.
after. So Kill Tony ends, and I come out.
No, but the
and-
story is you got pulled out of the bucket.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did Kill Tony.
But like
Got the big
after
joke
all
book.
this craziness, you walk back inside, and didn't they call your name?
I was
like,
the
almost
very
immediately?
last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go. Let's do one more bucket pull.
Yeah.
Mason Smith.
The story, what you do all this crazy shit, and then you immediately get whisked onto stage.
Yeah.
like, after all this stuff.
Yeah, and I was shit faced too. That's the one where I was drunk.
You called
And-
Tony an asshole, that one, didn't you?
That's the one where I called him a dickhead, and the crowd went crazy.
What did he say to you?
He said something about my ex-wife or something, and I was like, "Well, I don't care for that. What do you think about that, dickhead?" and the crowd went nuts. And Tony goes, "That's my friends that are laughing the hardest. I already called his wife a cunt. Who really won or something?" And like people were like no one cared.
You should clip that out. Just you calling him a dickhead and him frowning. Can we look this up? What episode is that?
It's the one with Dylan Sullivan, I think. Yeah, it's the first time Dylan Sullivan was a guest on there. But yeah, and then he offers me the big joke book, which I already had one, and I go, and I'm so drunk, I go, "Can I have a little one for funsies? I already have the big one." And he goes, "Sure." And he tossed me the little one, and I go,
Did you catch it?
"Yeah." And I went, "Drink Miller Lite."
Oh,
Will
look
we
at
be
you.
able, is this
Tony's
going to be
got the
okay to
buzz
show
cut.
on the pod?
Oh yeah, we have to like find the right moment.
We might have to just watch it another
What the fuck
like
is going
after
on with
the
Tony's
podcast.
hair here?
But
Jesus Christ.
When do you call him a dickhead? Towards
at the
end?
at the very end, yeah. Well, let's watch it after. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, anyways, you can watch it on it's episode 537. But so I go, "Drink Miller Lite," and Tony goes, "He'll leave his wife, but he won't leave the stage." Here he goes.
Oh my God.
But overall, it was fun. It
You
was
just
good.
had a romantic getaway with the wife. How was that?
Oh, it was great. But yeah, she actually was like, "I wish Joe Rogan would have made San Antonio what he made Austin." Because
I say that about Houston.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love San Antonio.
What'd you do
And
down
it
there?
was St. Patty's Day
Mhm.
or weekend. They dyed the river green.
The Riverwalk.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's just green all the time. 'cause it's
See,
gross.
so when I got
Yeah,
there,
that's Lake Austin. That's
Dude,
Lady Bird Lake.
when I got there, I told Carrie, I go, "I don't know if I'm tripping." Oh, I just poked myself in the eye.
Were you on mushrooms?
No, I just was like, I don't know if I'm like fucked up, but I think the river's more green than usual, but I think it is green.
It's already green.
It's, yeah, it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gross. It's like algae.
Have you
Because-
been down there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Because
On a
I
romantic
asked
getaway?
I asked a bartender.
Sure.
What'd you say?
He asked me if it was on a romantic getaway.
Well, you're
Oh.
down on the Riverwalk.
What is it with you? You're trying to dramatize everything.
Dramatized?
Dramatize. There it is. Drama.
Is it dramatized when you reenact something?
Well, you were just like, then you were whisked onto stage. I don't know. It's kinda
I like that he says whisk.
and now he's like, you went on a romantic getaway? I don't get it. You're kind of, what's going on with you?
Why
I'm
are you
do- I'm
picking
doing
a,
radio
why,
here.
You picking a fight?
No, it's just weird. I've never seen this type of
I'm a
optimism.
professional broadcaster.
I did just poke myself in the eye. God damn it.
I'm not normally this animated, dude. I'm trying to zhuzh it up for the.
See, he said zhuzh. he is fucking hamming it up.
You said you've been doom scrolling, right?
Doom
He-
scrolling.
Zhuzh scrolling.
Doom
Scrolling.
scrolling.
Fuck.
What do
Yeah,
you doom
just
scroll?
actually, no, I'm not really doom scrolling. I just watch a bunch of shitty YouTube videos back to back right now. I got into redneck YouTube.
What's that?
It's
No.
all these like rich rednecks that do like
you showed me this.
yeah, they do like Monster Garage, but like at their
Right.
house.
Is this
Yeah, yeah.
long form or short?
They put jet engines on snowmobiles and
Yeah,
shit.
it's actually. Can you look this up? It's a redneck YouTube or something.
And this isn't shorts.
Or,
You're watching the long
no,
form.
who do I watch? Cletus McFarlane is one.
The
The Sea Boys.
Sea Boys.
What's what?
How'd you stumble across this?
Winston Champlin.
Was
looks
that like
like-
a play on Churchill?
He looks like old fat Darien with a beard. There's this guy.
So he looks like
Shaper.
Darian.
He built a what did he just do? He built a he's he put a Dodge Challenger on a fucking 4x4 chassis.
I think that might be the one you showed me.
He's got a
but you showed me the jet engine that he put on the snowmobile.
Which Weston
That's
Chapman.
got millions of
Yeah,
views.
it's got to be him.
Is that this guy.
But let's see. I want to see. Oh wait, there. I bought a boat for science.
These are all old videos though.
one.
His newer ones are more exciting. Well, yeah, off-road testing a Corvette.
Is he pull? Wait. So what's it? Did he please tell me this car is also a boat? What the
Is
fuck?
he put a Cummins engine?
Oh,
there or
he's
something?
towing a boat in his. Yeah, he's got like a pickup truck engine in his fucking.
Yeah, they put like LS motors and like crazy cars
Sedan.
and stuff.
That's cool.
So what is that? Like a Challenger?
That's a Mustang.
Oh, it's.
I think it's a diesel Mustang or something, or
and
LS
he
swap
put
Mustang.
like he put like a pickup truck engine in it or something.
It's like somebody stretched Darian even wider.
Yeah.
There's this other kid, Whistling
Well,
Diesel.
let's
He
stop
just put
saying names if you're gonna be nasty.
Whistling Diesel put 17 turbos on his truck. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm watching now.
I finally got my feed back to a normal algorithm. Mine's filled with I love Nitro Circus and it's got old '90s motocross in it.
Yeah,
pretty
look,
cool.
17 turbos on a truck.
Oh, dude, this is where they ruined that Tesla.
Yeah, he does the Cybertruck durability test.
Did you reset your algorithm in order
Yeah,
to?
I had to start just picking a lot more of the dirt
Well,
bikes.
you
stuff.
can-
Fast forward to him blowing all the black smoke.
Holy
everywhere.
shit!
You can choose an option to go back to 0.
Here, just keep going through.
Oh no
If
shit!
you go into options, it'll say like. So on
Yeah,
your,
my internet sucks.
on your YouTube account, you can reset. So then you'll see like what
I
you.
wouldn't want to reset it too much because
Yeah.
I do like the hot chicks and the animals.
Yeah.
I got like puppies and cats that play together a lot.
You know what I do? I watched.
I really like those ones, and then they always play
Yeah, go right there where he's on the street.
The cute ones are when they also have the "You Got a Friend in Me,"
Oh, yeah.
and it's two little kitty
It's
cats.
like Chive TV is what you're watching basically.
I get. Dude, Chive TV is cool.
There we go.
It's always in
17
bars.
turbos, bro.
This is just ridiculous.
This
Like,
is the type of shit I be on.
but it's like, I guess the answer to why is because why not?
Yeah, because it gets fucking. What does that have at the bottom? 10 million views in 12 days.
Shit! So he's making a living off the YouTube.
I almost bought his alcohol at HEB the other day.
He sells alcohol too.
Yeah, but it says it's called Alcolo, and it just says premium alcohol, non-carbonated. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have a flavor.
We gotta see that.
It's not a seltzer. Like I didn't want to buy it because I didn't want to take a chance on it being really shitty.
You think it's just whiskey?
Just Everclear and water.
It's not beer. It's
just
it's
rubbing
not a
alcohol.
seltzer. It's
But
non-carbonated.
it can't be booze because
It's
because they
8%.
wouldn't-
Well, they got a tank.
they got a tank.
They got.
Alcolo. But I want to see like info on it.
Yeah, it has no. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I don't know what it is.
Why does it say? Is,
it was like
is
20
livery?
bucks
You
for
think
an
livery means what it does to your liver?
No, that's like
Premium alcohol, elevate the experience.
That's all.
Made-
That's all the information you get about this product.
Dude, we gotta get some.
This is like the comedy shows on 6th Street. It'll just be like comedy.
Comedy,
Happening
21 plus, premium
inside.
comedy experience.
Premium good comedy.
You know what I bet it is? I bet it's a pre-made Jack and Coke, because it's Alcolo. I bet it's a whiskey and Coke.
Damn, you really speak alcohol.
named it Alcolo. No.
Like I would have never taken that. Now you said it with the branding.
It's
it makes
called
sense.
Alcolo because it's someone like wrote it on a whiteboard when they were planning it and they misspelled alcohol. Alcolo. So they're like, that's the name of
That
the brand.
mad track.
Okay, good enough.
Hey, you know what? I like it. I like it.
Mason, if you had your own booze, what would you have?
I would probably want like
you do a seltzer.
It would be Jay
No.
Mason.
Yeah, Jem Mason. Jem Mason.
Jay Mason.
It would be a whiskey for sure. Yeah. Actually, I mean, I have been on a bit of a vodka kick lately. So it's no carbonation, naturally sweetened, gluten free, 8% alcohol.
What is it?
But what?
I should have bought it. We should.
What's in the can?
We got to do a taste test on this pod.
It's got a rattlesnake. You know, if red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. So it must be strong.
It's all like Texas type branding, but
made
he's
in
from
the
Indiana.
USA, which is great.
It doesn't
Added
say anything.
Ooh,
It's got
electrolytes.
So it's like a
Nice.
juice of some
It
type.
still doesn't say what it's. Yeah,
What's it taste like?
citrus with a twist.
What the fuck?
It tastes like the best drink ever made.
So it's a Sprite.
This
It's
is
it's
awful.
alcohol
What's the
Sprite.
alcohol?
It's a vodka soda.
It's an ultra premium cold brewed fermented cane sugar.
So what is White
It's
Claw?
still
like
very
rice.
vague.
White Claw is
So that's a
fermented
hard
sugar.
seltzer.
White Claw is fermented
No.
sugar?
it's a malted.
It's a
drink?
malt liquor.
Okay.
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know what any of it means.
Oh, I got it in my
Fermented
hand.
sugar. That's toilet wine.
Here,
That's
I can read it
prison.
for us.
This is prison hooch.
Oh, nice.
So White Claw is a spiked sparkling water with a hint of black cherry.
Okay.
Bought an 8-pack
um,
last night, and I wish I could return the 7 I
Contains
have
alcohol.
left. Tastes
It's
like watered down
gluten-free.
vodka with the slightest hint of flavors like caramel. What the fuck?
Gross.
And no carbonation makes it go down pretty bad as well. Pretty disappointing after Cody keeps raving about how it's the best tasting drink.
All right. I'm glad I didn't buy it.
I'm gonna get some.
It seemed like a cash grab. Yeah, of course. You know what's so funny about like products when people are like, "This seems like a cash grab," and it's like, yeah, it's a product that they're
Yeah.
selling.
Someone came to him. They're like, "Dude, I got cases of this shit. If you just fucking
I
slap
watched
your
the
name
fight.
on it."
The
We'll put your misspelled alcohol name on it.
Yeah.
I watched
and you're gonna
Brendan
make
Schaub.
millions.
I like the logo because it's like Coors Light and Marlboro combined.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
I don't know
it
who
is.
brought it up, if it was Eddie Bravo or Brendan Schaub, but I was watching the Fight Companion,
Sure.
and one of them started talking about this like venom that they extract, I think from like a scorpion, and they like put it in you and it makes you like healthy. And it's so funny because it probably works or whatever. I mean, those guys are like jacked, but literally they're like, you remember snake oil is supposed to be like a funny old phrase?
Right.
Yeah.
It was people selling fake medicine.
They're
yeah.
literally like, I mean, scorpion oil is like one step over literal snake oil. And I'm sure someone else made the connection, but I was listening to it. I was like, they're literally talking about snake oil on the fucking.
There's a bunch of roided out bros in the desert trying to catch scorpions now
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
squeeze the venom out of them.
But I guess I mean,
Schaub has a whiskey. He's got that
Yeah.
Japanese whiskey.
the
Tiger Thick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yes, sir.
Which I hate that thick boy shit.
You
It's
like it?
No.
As
I
a,
think it's
as a
so-
thick boy, you don't like it?
No, I'm husky.
I think he just moved here.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure he's definitely moving to Texas. I don't know if it was
Yeah, he's gonna
Dallas or
apply to
here.
be a door guy at the Vulcan Gas Co.
Yo, we'll have him.
I mean, yeah. I don't have any personal issues with him.
Shab, you're tall. Plug the lights in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking popped up on an episode of Mythbusters the other day.
They're still
That's
making
still
Mythbusters?
happening?
No, well, it's an old episode.
Oh, it was
This
when
like-
he was in the
Was it
UFC.
about whether or not he's a comic?
Plausible.
No, they were testing the myth of like being able to carry all the weapons like you could in Doom. Like if you had that many guns, how quick could you run?
I remember he
Yeah.
was in the UFC at the time.
And they had Brendan Schaub come on.
Oh,
and
you're
carry
talking
a bunch of guns.
an old
Yeah.
episode. Gotcha.
Dude, if the window had closed, it's so funny because he was like kind of trending to be. He had a show on Fox with Brian Callen, like right at the end of Legacy Media, where like TV networks like really fell off. Like he was already getting on those. If he was like 5 years earlier, he would just been like a mainstay on.
Well, he
television.
had that show on Showtime. That's
Oh,
how he
yeah.
got that special.
Yeah.
That
And
first
then
special.
They
that
were
was-
throwing money at every fucking person. Like TV was still making tons of money, and now it's
Dude,
like
you know, back in the day, Friends, every cast member of Friends, the original, the real ones, were making $1 million an episode.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Seinfeld, too.
At the end.
And
It's so crazy.
Big Bang Theory.
Where was the money coming from?
Advertisements.
Yeah.
Really? Just commercials.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, you got to remember when you're selling advertising, like you can package like you're the one that gets to show them the numbers. So even when the numbers were falling off, I'm sure the people were still pushing them,
And
saying
Friends
that-
and Seinfeld had like a wealthy viewer base, so they could get more like
Yeah.
expensive ads from like bigger
Like
companies.
Savage.
Yeah.
Whereas the George Lopez show, they weren't selling shit on that show. No one has any money there.
I
watching
never-
Yeah, but that's a
I've
very
never seen-
targeted audience.
No, I know.
So
I-
there
Friends-
was.
I actually love
Like
the George.
lawnmowers and turtle
I would put
wax.
George Lopez show over Friends any day. of the week.
Friends generated an estimated
We
$1
got we got
billion.
Milwaukee Tools is buying.
Geez, $1 billion
Brought to you
annually,
by the AutoZone parking
and
lot.
20 million from their 2% share. Do they still get like retributions or whatever?
Reparations.
Reparations.
Wait, is Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Courtney
they-
Cox needs reparations.
They're getting what they're owed.
What's it called when you get a renewal or like you get
Royalties.
royalties?
Residuals.
Courtney Cox.
Residuals.
That's the
Residuals.
word I was trying to think of.
Courtney
Residuals.
Cox was what?
Courtney sucks cocks.
What woman?
Am I right?
Who's everyone's
That's
friends?
Bonnie Blue.
She was Monica on
Who's
Friends.
everyone's pick in Friends? If you had to pick one of the ladies.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
for sure.
Really?
Hands down. You mean it's hot?
Well, just as a life partner, I guess.
Jennifer Aniston.
Who played Phoebe?
I
What
don't know,
was
me
that?
and Joey
chick's
could have some
Phoebe's
adventures.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd hang out with Ross.
Phoebe's pretty hot.
Ross dressed for less.
Yeah, she's got an evil twin though.
Can we see?
What do you mean? What?
She had didn't she have an evil twin?
Oh, in the
yeah,
show.
in the story, yeah.
Oh, Phoebe.
Phoebe. So
I sort of remember that.
there was a storyline with it.
Has Phoebe ever been topless in anything? Can we see
Look up
Phoebe,
Phoebe topless.
Romeo and Michelle. Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
That movie sucks.
Wait, really?
Hey,
you seem like a guy that would have a
oh shit!
What do we got?
Whoa!
Cook that to, oh my God! Go to the left.
Is this AI?
Go back to the left.
Lisa Kudrow. Yeah.
Top right.
What? I could have swore I saw a better picture
Top
than
right.
what we're looking at.
Top right.
That could be anyone's nipple. There's no
yeah,
face.
top right. Top right. Is
top
that
right.
really Phoebe?
These are photoshopped.
No way. Those are fake.
These are dial-up porn photoshopped.
God damn it.
The saggy titty one's probably more correct.
I had a couple printed out Britney Spears fakes back in the day.
I remember the first time I saw a celebrity boobs, it was the Miley Cyrus leaked photos.
Wait, that was like 2013.
Yeah,
They
we-
didn't get
we
internet
got-
until
They didn't have
2011.
internet in Arkansas until like 2012.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still think,
We just got.
dude.
Move over. Let me use the state computer.
Dude, whenever I, oh shit, when I was in probably like 10th grade, I got this phone. I forget what it was called, but you could watch TV on it. And I remember showing kids in class, like, dude, look, TV is on my phone.
What year were you in 10th grade?
It would have been like 06 or something? 07?
He was in 10th grade from about 06 to 09.
They, had,
Yeah.
they didn't have TV phones.
Yeah, it was a flip phone and it had TV on
Oh,
it.
flipper. Okay.
Yeah, but it only
I
had
remember
like
that.
certain stuff.
Jesse, you
could-
probably had an N-Gage.
It only
Did you
had,
ever-
like, certain
Did you have an
stuff.
N-Gage? in your
My cell phone had a suitcase attached to it.
I remember Mythbusters was one of the shows you could watch, but it would only be that episode. It was on like a loop, and you could just watch TV
Why are we
on
all
it.
talking about Mythbusters? Okay, now that we brought it up the second time, have you guys ever seen? I don't think you want to Google this.
None
Adam
of the-
Savage's
that's what-
butthole.
What?
Dude, what? Wait, what did you say?
I think I heard this on a different podcast, so it's probably from like Come Town or something. But Adam Savage has a picture of his butthole on the
Who's
internet.
Adam Savage?
The guy from
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
Oh.
He took a picture of his butthole and he put it on the internet.
Why?
I think this is
Science, dude.
this is
Oh,
and I
Jamie Heineman had the walrus mustache.
yeah.
okay.
This is the other guy.
The bottle-
It's
the Coke
hilarious
bottle
that y'all
glasses.
know their names.
He's got a picture of his butthole on the internet.
How about the redhead from Mythbusters? Is she topless?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Grant Imahara naked.
Yeah, it's Granny Mahara naked.
I don't know if he's naked, but he is dead.
Yeah,
He
he
is
died
dead as hell.
recently.
How'd he die?
Too Asian. Couldn't see
Oh, he
where
was
he's
old?
going.
He got busted. Busted too hard. They dropped that metal plate on his head that said busted.
Busted just reminded me. Wasn't there an actor back, like, he was like the first comedian, Buster Keaton?
Yeah.
Was he like a comic?
Yeah, he's a
And
physical
he
comedian.
hurt he like broke his neck with a water.
Yeah,
falling
because
on
back
him?
then doing comedy was like, I'm gonna jump off a 3-story building.
Yeah, Three Stooges. It was
Yeah.
like,
It
I'm
was-
gonna smack you and poke you in the eye.
Yeah, it
and
was
it's gonna,
scripted jackass.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna kill. Dude, I grew up. I loved Three Stooges. Me and my grandpa would watch Three Stooges.
My dad had them all taped on VHS, like
Oh, yeah.
bootleg taped.
I had a box of some of the episodes. Does it have the video of it though? This one. This is where he broke his neck. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
What is this frame rate?
Is that what it is? It's not because it's old. That's crazy. Almost drowned.
Mason's got an Ethernet cord from
These are
Arkansas
all
running
these are all
into-
injuries you get if you're one of Mason's dogs too.
No. That's crazy. So this was supposed to be funny? Him just like.
Yeah, he's the original Steve-O.
I think it's hilarious to see a white man hurt himself.
By the way, are those,
Was that an escalator?
Yeah, were those stairs moving? That's funny.
Hi, I'm Buster Keaton. This is falling downstairs.
Yeah, here. This is Buster Keaton. I'm gonna dump water on my head, and it's gonna kill.
I'm Buster Keaton. This is the roof jump.
Oh yeah, he definitely talked more like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Welcome to
I'm gonna go
Jackass,
over here and
see?
see if I can hurt my neck.
OSHA, where we're going, we don't need no stinking OSHA. That was like 3 different references.
I can't believe Steve-O has never done the Vulcan. Does he do like theaters when he comes?
He's been to the Vulcan.
He does theater.
Oh, he does?
He was on one episode of Kill Tony with Dr. Drew.
I would love if Steve-O did a headlining weekend at the Vulcan.
He does theaters. Yeah, he'll do the Paramount when he comes.
Really?
Yeah, he shot his special at the Paramount.
Well, it makes a lot more sense. There are certain guys where rather than doing a few nights, like Comedy Club, some guys like to do 5 shows in a row. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like you work, but some guys are like, I'll just put everyone in the same room one time.
His first tour was a theater tour, and it was the first comedy show I ever went to. It was at the Wilbur Theater in Boston in 2011.
Love the Wilbur.
Steve-O was the first comedy show that I paid for.
Brian Callen was the first comedy show that I ever paid
Really?
for. Yeah, I saw him at Laugh Boston.
My first comedy show that I paid for was Daniel Tosh at the Wang in
Nice,
Boston.
that's a good one.
yeah.
Hannibal Buress at Moody
Nice.
Theater. Yeah.
Oh, that's a that's
I
a
did
big
see.
one.
I saw Lewis Black when I was in high school with my mom, and it was really.
I'm
Like,
trying
oh,
to
that
think.
counts. That's your
Yeah.
first one, dude.
Yeah.
What was the first stand up that y'all saw like on TV? Mine was Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
I have a vivid memory of Brian Regan and repeating Brian Regan bits to people when I was like 13, 14. It was the Pop-Tart bit. It was the Comedy Central Brian Regan.
Nice.
That was like, I probably saw a stand-up before that. That like made me like to watch it. But I remember the Regan one was the first one that I would like go to school and be like,
You ever heard
have
this?
you fucking seen this? This is the crazy. Like when you're 13, it's like the funniest thing ever.
I was reciting. So my dad wouldn't let me watch the Ron White part of the DVD.
because he didn't want you to see
This came out
actual.
in like the early 2000s.
He's like,
I was like
Mason, I don't want you to see
11.
good
You've
You've
comedy.
never seen stand up before that?
I was like 10.
My dad and I
10
were
or
watching
11.
like Richard Pryor and Rodney Dangerfield.
Well,
when I
look
was,
how
like,
that
5.
Blue
turned
Collar Comedy Tour
I saw
was
Blazing
the first
Saddles
time.
when I was like 4.
Oh, well, I mean, movies, of course, I saw. I saw Blazing Saddles.
We
for
watched
sure.
it. My dad had Richard Pryor's That N-Word's Crazy on cassette. I hope I still have that.
Yeah,
somewhere.
comedy movies. I saw Rosemary's Baby when I was a kid. I've seen comedy
Yeah.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
I
Blazing
found all that.
Saddles.
The reason I have a
It was a
porn
great
addiction
movie.
because I found my dad's box of VHS porn.
And
when
he
I was
liked
a kid.
Black Cock too.
No,
Black Cock Down.
I had to put my own spin on things.
That one wasn't bad.
That was good.
Blackcock.
There were some from the 80s though where they were wearing condoms. It was like Vivid Video,
Yeah.
and they're like, "We're going all condoms from now on." And I think it tanked their fucking business.
Dude, so the first time I found pornography,
Mm-hmm.
I was at my we had these college kids move in next door to me and my mom. My mom was a single mom. It was just us, and I've always been just like good at like talking to people and like becoming friends with people that were older. I could always talk to adults. It was like easy for me.
You had this
and-
beard when you were 7.
Yeah. I looked like this. But these neighbors, they just thought I was they just thought I was a cool kid.
What's going on
they
with the
showed
blacks?
They showed me porn magazines. And I remember looking at Hustler and for the first time seeing like
Were you molested?
no.
Okay.
No, they just let me look at it.
Hustlers
I wasn't
University.
even jerking off. I was just looking
They
at
boner
it.
check you? They
Nope. I literally was just looking at it. And I remember seeing vaginas like spread, because Hustler was that's like the hardcore
You're like, where's
one.
the dick and balls? Why is that,
Yeah.
What's that hole
and
there
I remember
for?
seeing like I'll never forget. She was spread open, and there was just hair, and I was like, I kind of remember thinking it was a surgical picture. Like I was like,
It's a medical journal?
yeah. And then one day,
Mason was studying.
These were just pre-med students that are showing you diagrams.
Yeah.
He's just looking at that chart of like the vagina that everyone's seeing. It's just like
With all
I
the
kind
parts
of
labeled.
yeah.
I kind of remember thinking
with
like,
fallopian
ew.
tubes.
Like I kind of remember thinking it was gross.
They gave me a fleshlight that came in all different pieces. It was like a puzzle I had to put together.
The first porn I remember watching was my friend's dad had a tape. It was Wow. It was like World of Women. Does this ring a bell? There was a big porn tape
Yeah.
thing. It was Wow because it was like the logo. I just remember Wow because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is like wrestling or something. Then we put it in and it was like, this is not wrestling.
Yeah, whoa, no, they're wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling with their fucking.
Well, I remember my dad bringing home the Pam and Tommy Lee sex tape. It was a
Oh.
big deal. And he like shared it with
How'd
all
he
his
get
buddies.
it?
They passed it around. They were bootlegging them at Gallo Video.
They were
Dude, like a year ago, I opened my phone. It says somebody wants to send you a message, and and I open it, and it's this kid that I grew up with, like saying who he used to.
He's like, "Were you touched at that party too?"
and it's this first. I open it's this.
Hey, do you still have World of Women?
It's this long message, and he's like, "Hey man, I was watching Kill Tony, and
This just happened to me too.
you came up on an episode, and he was like, and I just really wanted to apologize." And I was kind of like reading while I was driving. I was like, "What the fuck is he apologizing for so long?" So I stopped and read it, and I guess he had ordered porn on my parents' television like 20 years ago.
Luke DeSalt did this at my house. He ordered a $65. It was an Asian porn star. I forget her name.
And he's
She's
been
on
holding-
Bobby Lee's podcast.
I don't know.
Oh really?
I forget her
Asa
name.
Akira.
Asia Akira, yes.
That's so funny that you and sad that you knew that.
Well, I know all of Bobby
she's
Lee's
ve-
guests.
Oh,
He's yeah, he's a big Tiger Belly fan.
I mean, I love Tiger Belly. Yeah.
But he disappeared for 5 minutes. It was one of those friends like, where'd he go? What's he doing? We go to my living room and he like changes the channel, and we're like, no fucking way. We had to go through all 800 channels to find the one porno channel that he ordered, and it was activated. It was Asia Akira, and we're like, all right, well, you already paid for it. Grab a blanket, and we all had a jerk party.
Oh,
about it.
dude, has everyone done that? Everyone's jerked off in a room with your
Jerk
friends.
party?
There was one with a friend where we would switch. We'd be like, "I'm gonna wait upstairs
take turns?
when you're all set, and then I'll come down and I'll do."
Oh,
it.
see, we would
That's
just
the close-
Like
put
the
pillows
booths
in
in New York
between,
City.
or like
Yeah.
we would just say, "Don't look." We all trusted each other just not to look at
Look
each other.
look ahead, yes.
Watch the show. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I know what we're all doing.
And Mason had secretly placed mirrors all around his house.
If you
I
finish
got a mirror
first,
on my shoe.
yeah.
if you finish first, you don't want to get up immediately, so you just have to wait for everyone
Right.
to finish.
Everyone has their own designated towel.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember one time for a little short stint, my dad was single and had like a roommate, which was at the time.
Your dad's gay?
No, no.
Your dad tried
No, this
being
was
gay.
like, so it was two divorced dads, and the other guy didn't have anywhere to go, so my dad let him sleep on his couch for a few weeks.
Oh wow.
And I'll never forget that guy. I don't know who brought it, but I found a deck of cards that were titties.
Oh, nudie
Titty
cards.
cards.
Yeah.
Nudie cards, yeah.
Nudie cards.
And I obviously kept it to
What is this, the
myself. It was
40s?
like I just like found it, you know. And so, but at the time, my dad must have been, because my dad had me when he was 23, so he had to have only been 33. He had to have been my age. And I find these deck of cards, and then I have a sleepover. My buddy Marcus came to sleep over.
Classic name for a kid you would jerk off with.
And
Marcus.
no, but I go, hey, there's nudie cards in the bathroom under the sink. We'll take turns.
Yeah.
So I go in there, I jerk off to the nudie cards, and then I come out. And
What was
he
your
goes
favorite
in.
card?
I don't remember.
You go and he's just playing solitaire with him.
Dude, so the other kid goes in there, and he was in there for like 45 minutes. And my dad finally goes, "What the fuck is your friend doing in the bathroom?" And I'm like, "Pooping? I don't know." And my dad goes and bangs on the door and was like, "Hey, get out of the bathroom. You've been in there too long." And then my buddy comes out like red-faced and like embarrassed. And my dad goes in there, and I saw him get the cards and take them and go hide them somewhere. Yeah.
Marcus
And then I
Rivera.
think he was like, "Go to bed."
Why couldn't that dude just had a good poker face, you know?
Right? Have
There-
you guys ever been caught jerking off?
My roommate walked in on me like
Oh, as an adult.
7 years ago. Yeah. Because I was
Like-
like, I was gonna take a nap and then go out later, so I was like, all right, I'll whack one out, take a nap. So I finished
The old
talking to him.
whacking nap.
He and I were hanging out, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go take a nap. All right, I think I just like went to my room. I didn't even say anything, and he like was gonna show me something on his computer or something like that. So he just like opened my door, and I
Who
was
doesn't
like,
knock?
I was like, yo, and he was like, he was more embarrassed than me. He was like, what? And, like,
Shut the door!
yeah. And like we talk about porn. I know he watches porn with
Yeah,
his
yeah.
off. Yeah.
When I lived with my ex
but
and I
it
was
was so
addicted to Adderall, there was multiple times where I would be sitting on the couch jerking off, and she would like get up to go get water, and so I would hear her start to open the door, and you'd have to go screen off and do this mode. And you just hear her walk by.
You put yourself in sleep mode.
Walk by, it's just hard as a rock, and then she grabs water, hear her pour it, she goes back in, closes the door, and just wake back up and keep jerking off.
Dude, so I used
Just
to
awake for like not like overnight, like pretending like I slept and be like, oh, I just must have fallen asleep on the couch. My
Dude,
bad.
I used to smoke a lot of meth.
Yeah.
And yeah, everyone knows about the Pepsi challenge.
The
But
gentleman's Adderall.
Dude, I knew a guy. So I smoked. So when I was growing up, I went to this one church. It's like this local church.
Mm-hmm.
My whole family grew up going there, baptized there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a family church. The preacher's son, when I'm like 18 or 19, and his son, they started smoking meth together. Like the father and the son.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
The Father and the Son and the holy meth, dude. And they sold real estate. So we would go to empty apartments and smoke meth together.
That's awesome.
So he was married, and I go, what do you do when you get home? And you're just, because we just smoked.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just lay there and pretend to sleep till she leaves for work.
Yeah.
He said that he would just
Yeah, I've done that.
I had to do that. My
for 8 hours.
I had to do that on acid one time because my girlfriend didn't want me doing acid with my friends, but we all like tripped and our car got stuck somewhere, and she had to pick us up. So we're all tripping balls, and I just had to lay there and fucking geek.
You're just like trying not to look at her in the eye.
Yeah,
The last time
she had to work early in the morning, so she was dead asleep, and I'm just laying there,
tripping
just
balls.
geeked out. Yeah.
The last time I ever took Adderall, I took a bunch at like 7 at night, and I was like, I'm gonna stay up overnight, and I'm gonna like be in my room and clean it or do whatever the fuck I want.
I'm gonna write some killer jokes.
Yeah, and so Kat texted me. This was right when we started hanging out, and she's like, "Hey, my house is actually gonna be empty tonight. Do you want to hang out tonight?" And I should have just been like, "No,
Yeah, no, I'm actually already asleep.
I'm fucking busy." Yeah, but in my brain, I was like, "Yeah, I'll just go over there. It'll be fine." And we got over there and we hung out a little. I think I had taken a lot of it. This was like right at the tail end of me taking it.
Yeah.
And
How many? You were over 100 milligrams a day, weren't you?
Jesus Christ.
it would depend on the day.
That's so many.
Yeah, I know. It was bad.
When we drove here to visit, he drove 25 hours straight, just banged off like 100 milligrams.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging out at your house off 100 milligrams is
No,
crazy.
that sounds like a nightmare. I hate Adderall.
Yeah.
I'll only take it if I've drank too much and I have a set or
Meth
something.
is better.
Well, meth is more fun because you're getting to like smoke and blow out huge clouds. Like
You like the ritual of it.
Yeah. And like, dude, you haven't lived until you've smoked meth in the closet of the apartment that
Is
your
meth
buddy's
smoke
supposed to be
thick,
painting.
too?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, have you ever done a hot rail?
No, what is that?
It's where you heat up a crack pipe till it's like red hot.
Yeah.
And then you snort a short little fat line of meth, and then you blow out smoke after. It's just science, but it's crazy.
It doesn't get you higher, it just looks cool.
Oh no, you get
Oh.
the first time I did, I was high for like 32 hours. It was crazy.
Yeah, I can't.
It was
Well,
when
you
I- it was
snort
when
a
I-
little bit, then you inhale the heat from the pipe?
No, so you take the red hot crack pipe like a straw, like you're gonna snort a line. And
Oh.
you snort the line, and when you come up, I'll never forget. I snorted.
So it burnt.
And just the smoke just blows out of your mouth.
That sounds really fun.
and then I
actually.
thought I was gonna have a heart attack. It was when I was doing it in that dilapidated mansion with this old woman that used to fuck Billy Bob Thornton.
What kind of Mad Libs ass sentence was that?
I'm serious.
Where was this?
In Hot Springs, Arkansas.
It sounds like a nice place, but it's probably not.
It was a dilapidated mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it abandoned?
It was like she was a hoarder.
Okay.
But the crazy thing is, the reason we went there was because one of the tweakers had asked us to bring his kids with us from our hometown to him.
Yeah.
And the guy that had got invited was on a motorcycle that he bought that didn't have a headlight, so it had a mag light taped to the front, and then he wanted me to follow behind with my lights to help him see. And we
What the fuck? That is the most meth shit I've ever heard in my life.
And we had this guy's kids in the back seat.
Taped to maglite.
Yeah.
That's so dangerous.
But
Dude, meth turns you into MacGyver. You start like
I've
wiring
seen-
shit together.
Dude, I lived with this meth head named Shiloh, and I would come home sometimes. So we didn't have running water.
Because he took all the pipes apart and
No,
sold
we
the copper.
just I don't remember if he just, I don't know why we didn't.
Yeah.
Something was broke. I forget. But we didn't have water, so
you
we had to go shit at the PDQ next to the house. And I would come back, and he would have like computers just taken apart for no reason.
What is it about meth that makes you want to take everything apart?
I always say
Always
this.
electronics.
Hey,
and
you know
shit.
Dave Williams, right?
Yes.
One time me and Dave Williams did a bunch of Adderall, and I had a broken PS3, and we did a bunch of Adderall, and we watched a YouTube video
Bill
on how to
farted.
take it apart, every piece by piece. We took it apart, and then we looked at it, and we realized, wow, this Adderall is about to wear off in about 1 hour, and we're not gonna be able to fix this.
No way.
So we put it back. We put it back together, and then just for shits and giggles, we got the whole thing back together at the tail end of like an 8-hour Adderall binge, and then we like snorting it, and then we fucking put the disc in, we turned it on, and the PS3 worked.
And it
worked?
worked.
Yeah.
No shit.
And then me and Dave were
You're like,
like,
does Adderall make us
yeah,
geniuses?
yeah. All we did is probably like some dust on a bulb or something.
Yeah, you just cleaned it.
But yeah, we had it out like a fucking like crime
Yeah.
scene investigation.
Yeah, that's what this guy would do. But the thing is, he didn't fucking know what he was doing.
Yeah, no
He
one
would
does.
take it apart, and then it would just be a broken computer. Like, dude, so I always say this. You got your pilferers, your window Nintendo players, you know?
Window
People-
Nintendo?
Yeah.
What's
That's where you
that?
just stare out the window because you're paranoid.
Oh, okay.
And then you got your jerk offers and your face pickers.
I was a jerk off.
Yeah, masturbators, dude.
Yeah.
I once lived with this one guy. He's still one of my best friends. I won't say his name. And I came downstairs. We were on like a 4-day meth bender. And I come downstairs, and he puts so we had this big TV in the living room. We didn't have any furniture except for one chair. He had one chair. It was his chair. And everyone else had to sit on picnic chairs.
Was it like the front seat of a Chevy Nova or something?
No, it was like a love seat that he
Okay.
just had. And I come down, and he puts a towel over himself, and he's like, Scooter, you know what I'm doing. Can you make it quick? Because I wanted to get something from the kitchen.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
porn on the TV. I walk in the kitchen, and our other buddy has another TV, a regular glass TV, like the bubble TV,
Yeah, two.
sitting on a table. He's whacking off, too.
What the fuck?
And then he goes, yeah, man, I got the best of both worlds. I got this TV. I can see that one.
Oh,
Neither of us can see each other.
Oh my God.
And he goes, you don't have another lighter, do you? And the reason he talks about, he's a filthy hippie. He's got dreadlocks. And he's like, you got another lighter on you? And I was like, no. And he goes, all right, I'll keep using the candle. He was using a candle to smoke his meth.
Oh my god.
Because it was a constant flame.
And the pipe's all black and
Oh, yeah.
gross. Ugh.
Yeah, it probably tasted like lavender. Like, and I'm like, you guys are fucked. And but my other friend, he would pick his face so bad that he learned how to put makeup on.
Wow.
To like,
Was he watching
He
YouTube
did so much
tutorials?
meth, he became trans. Like,
but he did. He figured out how to wear makeup
I gotta
so
be
no
honest.
one could see.
When I was doing the most of my Adderall, you know, you get so skinny. You look yourself in the mirror and you say, I could probably be trans if I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you have a full beard. You have the hair for it, but you got that beard.
I think I could transition pretty easily.
you two would be ugly women.
that Adam's apple, it would take 2 surgeries.
Oh,
to get rid of
true.
that.
My
yeah.
body would be righteous though.
Y'all
Actually-
would be the ugliest trans women ever. Y'all would be the ones like y'all would be 90s trannies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cross dressers.
The ones where just a drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was in Alaska, after I did my first show, I got invited by another comic to go to this gay bar to do another show.
He's
do a
like,
guest
oh,
spot."
Mason, you're gay.
no, but dude, there was like 60 people there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was hosted by this drag queen.
Alaskan
She was
gays.
like 6'2", and you could see her little pud sticking through the dress. and she had a beard, so it was literally just a dude in a dress.
If you have sex with a dude in Alaska, it's not gay officially. That's what
I mean,
that's what the Constitution says.
I mean, it's dark for
This
days
was
at a
a-
time. You
yeah.
gotta do something. You can't
this
tell.
was a actual
miss
just
it.
drag queen, but couldn't have been nicer, and had a very fun set. It was great, but lot of drag queens up there.
In Alaska?
A lot of gay stuff up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I
Final
don't know if
frontier,
it's
bro.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, front queer.
it is like it used to be Canada, so that's pretty gay.
Yeah, I really
Fuck
didn't
you,
understand
Canada.
why that was a thing.
Before you blow that dude, you have to do a land acknowledgement.
That's pretty good. What would that sound
That
like?
was for us, not Mason.
Jesse does a great gay Native American guy.
Him come suck dick.
Yeah.
We call him comes a lot. Chief comes a lot.
Hey, you remember the man on the mountain in New Hampshire? You know it was like a mountain that looked like a guy's face.
No.
Mm-mm.
It just looks like Jesse's face.
Oh,
I thought you would have
That's a
remembered.
nose
Here's a
joke.
Paul Cyphers roast. We have to Google it.
Yeah, Google Man on the Mountain.
You guys don't get it, but after you see this picture, my joke will hit
Give me
so
Man on
hard.
the Old Man on the Mountain. Tell me this ain't fucking. That's Jesse Burlingame.
Oh,
right
that
there.
is me, actually. That's my comedy headshot.
That's your profile. Yeah, this thing fell down
It's
recently.
also did it good because it's also
Oh,
a
can you
pretty
do-
big reach.
We'll edit this picture in
Oh
picture.
yeah, that
I'll
it's like
turn
a face. I know.
on the
It's like
profile
only
stuff.
from one perspective.
Does it have my Adam's
It's funny
apple?
that you called it a reach because people have been saying that for years. They're like, I don't really see it.
Yeah, it's like I get it, but
Yeah, like I think Native Americans told white people it was cool like a long time ago, and then they
Paul also says I look like Stonehenge.
look up East.
that one's more.
Yeah, look up
accurate.
Easter Island.
Easter
statues.
Island. That's what it is. Yeah, not Stonehenge.
Or Squidward's house.
Yeah, Squidward's house. Yeah, that's a good one.
Jesse looks exactly like Squidward's house, which is just at Easter Island, the statue. Yeah, that's what Jesse.
There he is. You should make that your profile picture.
That's a good looking statue.
Yeah.
That one on the second to the last right. That's the one.
Yeah.
Make that your profile picture.
That's all the Vulcan door guys lined up.
Dude,
right
by the
there.
way, this is on my bucket list. I want to go there so bad to see that.
It's in Chile. I had no idea until.
Oh,
right now.
never mind. I don't want to
I
go.
never knew that.
Oh, you don't like Chile?
I don't want to go somewhere that's not English speaking.
South America. I mean, the world is English speaking now.
What then?
I want to see I want to be able
You
to
thought
like.
this was in an English-speaking place?
I thought it was in Ireland
That's Stonehenge. So you're
or
actually
like Scottish. Or
you're not
something.
far off actually. He's thinking of the Druidic shit.
Isle of Man. What's over there?
Do they have statues?
They have one of the coolest motorcycle races ever. A guy,
Yeah, people fucking
they die.
die.
They go
dude.
like 120 miles an hour into those little British rock walls.
Mason, you love motorcycles. We gotta go.
Yeah, well, to Ireland, I'd love to go.
Isle of
Yeah,
Man.
I think that's statistically the most dangerous race.
Can we see some
You
footage?
know what's
of this
funny is-
race?
Next to Hispanics.
You know what's funny? They name Ireland because there's literally people who are like ire. It's like anger. So people went.
Is that
Angry
true?
Land?
People went to where redheads were, and they were like, "Yeah, those fucking people, they are fucking crazy."
Is it true? Isn't like Belfast is still considered Britain? Yeah, it's Belfast, right?
A bunch of British people were like that. Those people, those are angry people. Don't mess with those people.
Now, does that mean that Belfast is a different country than Ireland, even though it's there?
The capital of
So,
Northern Ireland.
but is that a separate government? Yeah, it's different. Yeah, than Dublin.
It's all the UK to me, brother.
That's
I made
so
that mistake
weird.
in front of a British girl, and I think she lost all respect for me after that. Because
You did what?
we saw a guy. I was with a British girl. And we saw a guy from Ireland, and I was like, "Oh, you're from the UK too?" And they both turned to me like, "That's not part of the fucking UK." Like
Yeah,
they
they
were both
take
mad
that shit
about
serious.
it.
That's their
Yeah.
fucking problem, bro.
Yeah, Colin Turrell, when he was here, I asked him. I was picking his brain about it,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, fuck Belfast."
It's all the same fucking shit.
I don't know what their beef is.
Okay, so all right, Republic of Ireland, Dublin, and
I
then
thought it was
Northern.
east
So
of
Northern
England. I'm
Ireland
learning
is a
so much.
different. We sound so dumb.
It's all gonna be.
Uh,
It's all gonna be new Iran pretty soon, dude. So I don't worry about it.
I didn't realize how I didn't get how tight it was, how close it was. I guess.
Yeah, it's like driving from state to state here.
Yeah, but you can't drive to Ireland. You got to fly or take a boat.
But I mean, it's like as close as some states. Like
Right. And Scotland's right there. That's its own thing.
So even most of the countries in Europe, they're all very small. They're like the size
That's
of
why
states.
Europeans they're so cultured because they fucking you can just drive to fucking
You go on a
like
day
Ari
trip.
Maddie was telling me like you just Estonia you're there but then you just drive and you're in like Germany and
Mm-hmm.
shit. Do a map of Europe. It's crazy.
I'm glad I drank this weed seltzer for this portion of the show. It's kicking in now. We're just gonna do geography quizzes.
Yo, have you seen Europe, bro?
There's like a lot of countries.
Can we do a geography quiz with Mason?
Oh well, that's my address.
No, that's Europe.
Let's just talk to you.
That's Europe, bro. East Cesar Chavez.
Definitely can't have that.
Oh, have you talked about the park?
Don't worry about it. We're about to wrap it up anyway.
Mason, I was telling Paul this. He says you should probably do it as a bit too. Have you talked about you walking through the park with your dog?
I haven't actually made it a bit yet. No,
Have you told it on the podcast?
I've talked about it. Yeah, but I mean, like, what part?
Just
Just
you're
about.
getting hot. Black women are high fiving you and
Oh, yeah.
congratulating you
Dude,
for
it's
walking
so
through
funny.
the park.
They
You should
literally-
get, like,
there you go. Only white boy ain't scared to go through the hood. You and your little dog.
And now you're worried that you live in the hood. You're like, should I be scared?
Dude, if you're wearing your tracks, one time I saw you walking your dog down here, and you were wearing your tracksuit with like those Elvis glasses that you have.
Elvis glasses.
You got like the
Don't
big,
you have big red glasses?
with like the down the sides like
oh,
holes
I
in 'em.
lost those, I think.
And you were walking down here with your dog, and I just saw you. I was like, dude, this guy looks like a coke dealer from specifically the early '80s,
and from London.
before the
you look
CIA.
like an Irish
ruined it.
hooligan.
Yeah, that's the gentleman tracksuit.
Yeah, you look like Frank
I'm up to
Costello
4. I got 4 of them now.
from The Departed, which I just watched.
No, it's from the gentleman.
Did you walk through the park in your tracksuit?
I don't. It must have been cold out if I did, because they're too hot.
It was a while. It was.
I
a while
only
ago.
get away with wearing them maybe like.
But I just was driving by
couple
this
weeks a
road,
year.
and you were like on the corner.
The old black lady
Yeah.
would go crazy.
If you
But,
had, you look like you should have had a pinky ring on. With
no,
your
but
outfit.
they literally this black woman stopped me and goes, "Excuse me, I just want to tell you, it's awesome that you walk through the hood every day and you're in your own world." She's like, you don't give a shit, and I'm like, and in my head I'm like, should I be scared?
I think sometimes people overstate their. I don't feel like it's the hood.
This like the east side used to be the I don't know, Ryland. You
This
lived there
used
a
to
while.
be-
Yeah, back in like 2014, a buddy of mine played a show at 12th and Chacon, which is where that strip of gay bars is now.
Yeah, like
And
the
it
little
was-
gay
Outer-
shop.
outer
It's
head.
called the little gay
Yeah,
shop.
yeah. Well, he played it. It was the White Swan. It's King B now.
Yeah. Hey,
But-
fuck you, King B. Still, I hate you.
This whole area,
Shit,
that whole
fucking
area
fake
over there
bars.
was
Why
just
did you get
like
kicked out of King B?
Yeah.
open air crack market.
Can't imagine why they
like,
kick you out of King B.
Like Amsterdam and the Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
Oh, is that the one where you told me you had to park your van like around the corner or
Yeah.
something? And they were like, "Hey, don't leave your van unlocked."
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I did Uber Eats over here for a little while. Like, there's still like liquor stores and people have like an old couch in the back and they're just drinking 40s like out in the open.
Dude, I've literally.
It's kind of nice.
I was on my way to work one day, like a couple years ago,
Mhm.
and there was there's this guy down the street that has face tattoos, lives at his grandma's house, hangs out always in his car, and there's like a tequila bottle always on top of the car, and he was in
He just sits in his car and listens to tunes all day.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
and he was in a street fight. Literally, I was driving to work, and they're in a fist fight, and I just laid on the horn and like because I'm like,
Like it was.
come on guys, I need to get through here. I got a job.
Like it was
And
two
I
stray
drove by.
cats.
I drove by. I'm such an old white man. I just drove by and I was like,
have some class.
yeah, take it in the yard.
Act like you've been there before.
Yeah, go to the fucking yard. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
That was like right up here is where I used to get when I couldn't find a prescription. Like
Yeah.
a friend with a prescription. I met a guy who had face tattoos. His name was Cinco.
Was his last name DeMaio?
He never told me what his last name was. Never got to last names. But
No,
one time,
he's like Prince. It's just one name.
the second time I got it, it's like the sketches. They'd be like, yeah, people are drinking outside. The second time I picked it up from him, I was like, hey, so are these like real Adderall? And he went, like, as he got out of the car, I paid him. And he got out of the car. He just stops for a second. He's like, and he just keeps walking. I was like,
I thought he was gonna say, yeah, they're real good.
I was like, I don't care either way. I was just wondering, these like,
Fucking
are these like real Adderall? And he was just like,
Yeah, and I'm a real
and
dog.
he just
guy.
kept walking.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Cinco doesn't have a prescription.
I'm a pharmacist. And this is real Adderall.
He's an El Farmacento.
So
All right, we got to wrap it up because I'm about to shit my pants and I got to get going. for
That's
the
when you
other-
know the podcast is
Yeah.
over.
All right, well, you guys want to plug your Instagrams? Any got any shows or anything?
Jesse.Burlingame.
uh,
Book me.
at Thick Boy Nation on YouTube.
Ryland, you got any more shows coming up?
April 11th at Fitzgerald's in San Antonio. Last
Where
battle
they got the
ATX show.
Riverwalk and it's green.
No, this is like northern San Antonio. It's in
Oh.
the middle of a shopping center. There's no culture.
But you can walk to the Riverwalk if you want.
And Casey, thank you for coming back, dude. Yeah, so please like, share, and subscribe. Comment on the YouTube, The High Noon Podcast, and check out Drooling Banjos on YouTube and Spotify as well. Thank you for listening.